All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I shot a quick video about my entry into Pokemon. Now, what happened was I was gifted some cards, and I quite like these cards. So what I decided to do was take a chance and see if this booster packs box is going to be something that I'm going to be buying more often, because I basically did some picking this month and got very lucky, found a couple items I could sell, and they got me $80 in credit, essentially, with my roommate, which got me enough to get this booster pack. Now, what I'm seeing here, guys, is we do not get much in this box. You get a mere 6 booster packs, guys. That's it, 6 packs. And in the 6 packs, we have no idea what we're going to get, but what I do know is it was an $80 set, you guys. This is not cheap to get these packs, guys. So I'm just going to lay out the different packs that they've given me so I can set them up together for the sets that they come from. And as you can see, I've got a few different sets represented here. Now, they did show 4 sets, so I'm going to start with this guy. And I am going to open this right here in front of you. So I'm just going to pull this gently open. All right, hold on. All right, now I'm going to slide this open. I'm going to pull off my back card, okay? And I'm not doing a card trick here, guys. I'm just going to look through and see what we get, because this is the first time. Oh, look at that. Magnemite lightning ball. That's actually good. Child Chaser's toy. I didn't have that. Oh, and look at that. Scovillian. I did not have that. So that is a good card. And I got an energy card. So out of this, I actually have 3 cards I quite like. In addition, the Rotom that's here, I don't have this one, so that's good for me. I will keep him. Also, I'm building a dragon deck. So anytime I see dragons of any kind, I am deeply excited. These are not dragons, but I do like this card. This is a nice little card. So that's good. We're going to put all of the hits. We're just going to swap over here, and we're just going to lay them out so you guys can see my hits. Opening our second pack. Again, this is a different set. So we're looking at 4 different sets here. Now, one of the reasons why I decided to do this was so that I could kind of get a variety pack and see Charmony. That's an interesting one. He's a steel wing. He's a dragon, or at least he's close to a dragon. So that's a thing for me. Oho is another one that's similar. Oh, and look at that. We got a Scatterbug. Not really interesting to me, but we got this. Zweilous. He's a dragon, and that's interesting to me. Oh, and look at that. We got another Scovillian. I'm guessing this card is a pretty common EX, guys. So I now have 2 of those, which isn't really super impressive for me, but we did get a pair of them, and I guess I'm hoping for bigger, but I'll take what I can get at this point. So we also got some Psy energy there. So nothing super special yet, guys. These are the first 2 packs worth of cards here, but we did get some stuff. So I'm going to take a look at the next one. Now, when I'm done here, I'm going to check the values of all these cards and see where we're at, but I do not feel like this was necessarily the best thing I could have done was spend $80. Now, look at this. Here's my Zweilous. Okay. But we now have the holo, the reverse holo, and the non-holo. So those are good. That's really nice to see, actually. I love it when I see a set like that. In addition, we did get this guy. And so, Lively Stadium. That's not one I had. So I'm going to put that with hits, believe it or not, even though it might not be for a lot of people. For me, it kind of is. This one's kind of not, but this is. This is the second of him I've got. Ooh, and Coughing Fire. Oh, I like that. That's a dragon for me right there. So these are all hits for me. That's good. I'm actually seeing some good cards here. And I am just going to point out another item that for me is a hit because I don't have it. Anytime I see a card that I don't actually have in my collection, guys, that could be counted as a hit. for me. And at the same time, I'm looking for dragons and a variety of other cards because I am just new to this. So I do not have a proper collection yet. And I was hoping that this might be a good way to get me started. Oh, look at that. That's a hit. That's a hit. Okay, these are really not much in the way of hits, though, but that kind of is. Those kind of are. Let me just look through real quick. I didn't find anything else in here I like. But check that guy out. He's kind of rare. And while he may not be the greatest character in the universe, he's not a bad card. We got another trainer. We got some energy. So we've only got 2 packs left here, guys. I have not pulled a Pikachu. But these are the packs where I could get that. So, kind of excited. Kind of nervous. Kind of feeling like I might have wasted $100, guys. I can't really afford to do that, but I did make a little extra this month, so I decided. So let me show you these with me here so you can see them as I do. A Diglett. Ooh, a Magneton. Okay, I actually like these guys, and so for me, that is a hit. And Latios is a hit. This guy, also a hit for me. He may not be a holo, but he is a hit. He's a big character, and I'm into dragons, and that is the nicest dragon I've got in here. So I'm just going to keep going. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. That's a rare that I don't see too much. And it's a 1-star rare, but it is a rare, and it's a dragon, guys. Digla, time manipulation. Oh, that's interesting. Search your deck for 2 cards, shuffle your deck, then put those 2 cards on top in any order. Ooh, I like that. There are some sick cards here, guys. Now, this is part of the reason I decided to go with a booster pack, because I've not had enough cards to make a deck. I don't even have the energy cards I need. So I think what I was debating today was whether or not I should get a player box. There was one a little cheaper, but it was from a Mewtwo set, and I didn't really want that. I didn't assume that that would be my best bet at finding dragons. There's one I didn't have. Oh, another Magneton, another one of those guys. But those are good because they're cheap to bring out and they're big. They're decent cards. Oh, and look at that. Combustion. Is that another dragon? Oh, and look at that. So I'm doing pretty well here on the dragons, guys. So I'm not, however, doing very well on energy cards because in this game, you do need energy cards, guys. So I just want to look through here for what I would call secondary hits, like this guy, where he's rare. He's a semi-holo. Apparently, I missed him. Energy. We're going to put aside all of the lesser cards and then all of the more, higher ranked cards kind of a thing. These guys, now I'm not looking for the most popular characters, but I do have a set of him now. There's some more energy. Now I'm going to put these energy cards aside because I just wanted to show you guys how rare they really are. You do not get a lot of these energy cards. I did not get very many, and as such, I would probably have to spend $1,000 in booster boxes, guys, before I would get enough of the cards to do what I want. So, sorry. Let's just fix you guys up there, and we will go after these 2, which are energy, which I really need. Because now I did start with the Japanese version, guys, and in the Japanese version, there are no energy cards, apparently. They use generators, apparently. I don't know. I am so new to this game, guys, that I am still a little unsure of how things work. Now, I do like certain characters, and I'm getting kind of a collection of those individual characters. Rotom is one of them. I do want to keep him. And these are some energies. So I did not get very many energies, guys. As you can see, though, here's what I will say, though. This did not look like a good deal at first. In fact, I was kind of feeling like I might have wasted my money. But what I will say to you is, here's the cards I don't care about. Check a look at the thickness of that pack. Here's all the cards that I do care about and wanted. And look at the thickness of that pack. Did I waste my money? Or did I buy a great deal here? Because if this is how many cards I'm happy about, and this is how many cards I consider not hits, and these were hits for me, I did spectacularly well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put aside what we call the lesser hits, or cards that I didn't really care about. I'm going to put those aside. And now I am going to just briefly arrange these by color, because what I want to do is see how I did for certain colors. And honestly, I can't even believe what I just got for red and yellow. I scored really hard for red and yellow, as far as I'm concerned. And I also scored hard for red because I scored some really great red rare cards that are hollows that I really like. And at that point, I got the orange. Now, the Scovillian EX, and now apparently now we can have 4 of each card in our deck, guys. So this might not seem like I'd done very well here, but I did. And what I need to do is see if I can find the other Scovillian that he eats off of. If I got that in my set, it's a really good set. Also, I got a pair of these guys, the hollow and the non-hollow. So those are good hits. Also, these are just my hits from red, guys. And when I'm looking at some of the abilities, some of these are pretty good. This is a nice card. So I'm just going to put some of the lesser reds. I did get yet another one of him. But at the end of the day, you know, any card you get that is a hit for you is worthwhile, right? And so I did get another energy card here, a red energy, which is good. And in the end, guys, I'm pretty happy here. But I really didn't get a lot of energy, and I didn't get a lot of red cards. Here is the extent of the red cards that I got. But when you look at the number of cards, you know, how many of those were really good cards? Quite a few, really, when you look at it that way. So now I'm going to sort out the next color. So we're going to put my favorite red card up on top there, which is going to be Gouging Fire and Armorage. Those are both really nice, and I like those. So we're going to put those together. We're going to put Armorage up first. No. And I noticed this one is marked as an ancient. I have not seen that before. That is pretty cool. They also are both black single star cards, so they're not super duper rare. But now I'm going to go through my next color, and I'm just going to put aside anything white looking, which will include some items. But in the end, I'm getting quite a bit of various things. Lively Stadium, I got a few of those. I did not get much in the way of white or hollow cards out of white this time, but I did get 3, and they are nothing special. Nope, sorry, 2. Chaser's Toy and Bronzor. Now, obviously, these were not great cards for me. The Trainer is probably the most valuable here. Now we're going to go to yellow. And I'm just going to sort out the yellow, because I did notice I got a lot of yellow, guys. I may have really scored for yellow here as far as that goes, because I didn't really have much in the way of yellow for my deck. And what I'm seeing here is that that has just changed, because I went from having hardly any yellow hollows to now I have a bunch of sick yellow hollows. So really, I did pretty good, because there's the 4 yellow cards I got that are not hollow. And of those, I said I like Magneton. Well, I got 2 of them. That's one I didn't have of them. So I got a pair of them, and I'm really excited about that, because Magneton is not a bad card. But check this out. I got 4, 5 sick hollows. Magnemite, which is great because that goes with my Magnetron. Then I got Zabriska, which isn't really mine, but I've got 2 really nice dragons in here. Heck no, 3 nice dragons, guys. So Did I do badly on my yellow? Heck no. I did spectacular on my yellow. I think that's great. So I can't complain on that front just at this point. I mean, I could, but it would kind of be like me whining for nothing at this point, I feel like. Unfortunately, what I can whine about is the energy situation. I got 2 green, 2 blue, 1 purple, 1 red. Come on, guys. How am I supposed to build a deck out of that? Now, I did get Bronzor, and I did get a few others. I'm not showing you every single card here. There were a few more whites, so I'll just drop those up on top so that you guys can see those as I go through them. Now, none of these are especially spectacular, but I do have, you know, Diglett and a few others, the basic stuff. Nothing special here. We're going to go with the yellow as well, and let me just get any of those out that I see. I'm in the middle of separating green and purple and orange and yellow, so just give me a quick second. Purple, blue, orange, purple, green, and more purple. I did notice too, considering, you know, $80 is a lot of money, guys. But what I am seeing here is I don't have a lot of, oh, look at that. That's not a bad card for green. I'm going to put that up as my best green so far. Because really, I didn't get that many green cards, you guys. However, that Shinotic is maybe the best green card I got, but I did get 2 of them. So that's not so bad. So let's just go through here. I've got some other good green cards too that are hollows that came out. So I'm just going to put those up and I'll show you some of the green stuff. There really isn't much, but I did score 2 green hollows. So they are not so bad. At least I did score some hollows. And then we will sort out the purple. Now, from purple, it seems like I did really well in purple, guys. Check this guy out. And then check these guys out. So I did okay in purple. And which is unsurprising to me. No, that's very surprising to me. Partly because I'm not really a purple guy. The characters generally look very childlike, and I'm really not into that. But there are some dragon-like creatures here that might very well be more up my alley. So I am going to put that semi-hollow up on top, and I'm just going to move some of these over, and we're going to slide those up in. I'm going to take these and slide my red over, and we're going to separate out green and white. Now, as you can see, you know, I did get quite a few trainer cards, and those are not bad. So I'm just still sorting out blue. I did get a number of semi-hollow blue cards here, but not very many. And I really didn't see much in the way of blue. In fact, here is the blue. And that's it, folks. That was the extent of my blue. However, I do also like orange and black. And in those, I got those 2, which are nice because I didn't have any of them. And then in orange, I got these 3. Now, these are not bad cards. And given that I'm allowed to have more than one, I feel like this was a fair deal. So I am going to start to go through because I am going to be adding some of these cards into my book. And you will see by how many of the cards I actually add into my book, how much I actually liked them. So into this, I'm just going to show you guys this real quick. So what I like to do here is to have the booster packs up front. So I keep a couple of booster packs to represent what's in the box. And honestly, this pack, that came out good. Both those did. I was hoping to get the Pikachu, but I did not. So I'm just going to chuck all these back here for now. And my box, believe it or not, I do the same thing. Because this is a way for me to remember which packs I liked. And I recommend doing this, actually, is to stash some of them. So what I'm just going to do here is I'm just going to start going through and putting cards away. And well, I hope you guys the best of luck out there, and I hope you're finding good cards. And I'll be joining you, man. Keith out.